So, an update today. A little bit of winch work, still waiting on a part. Working on the bed sides. I got both of the wheel wells repaired, tacked in place. Like I said, working on the bed sides. I was told the best thing to do for the cable is not use the original steel cable, is to use synthetic. So I bought this 100 feet of this. So hopefully I'll be able to get it put on soon and test it out. But yeah, come on along. So the U-joint for the PTO that I got from Vintage Power Wagons was not quite right. One shaft was 1 inch, which is correct, and the other end was 1.125. So I decided to make up my own. These are from Tractor Supply, and I've got another one of these coming later on in the week. So basically what this is going to do, one end is going to go to the PTO, or go to the winch side. I'll have to modify this, take out the set screw and drill through it for the pin, the breakaway pin. And the other one goes here. Should be exactly correct without any modifications. It should go on the end of the shaft. But I got to drill this out so that pin will go through there. So here's my solution to my PTO to winch drive system. 2 of these yokes and the U-joint from Tractor Supply. On this end, I drilled this out all the way through and put a couple of flat spots so that it really will. Yep. So that goes all the way through. Now I had a concern about the shaft sliding too far forward. I don't think that's going to be an issue. If it is, I'll take it off and drill through in a slightly different place, but that should be correct. And the other end is just a standard slot, which that fits on just like that. So hopefully that should be enough angle for it. So yeah, here we go. Well, looky what I found. These are not original, but they were on clearance for next to nothing. And I think they're going to do the trick. They say maximum load 10,000 pounds, which is exactly what the winch is rated for. So I think they're going to be fine. If I do find originals later, I can throw them on and nobody will know. Okay, I have replaced this lower part on this wheel well. That's not the best piece of scrap steel, but the wood of the bed is going to be about right there. So some of that doesn't matter, but I think what I'm probably going to have to do is cut this whole section off and then just weld in a new long skinny strip bedded all around there so that it's going to be sturdy, stable, all that. So at least that's the plan. Stay tuned. So I have decided to start drilling out where I think the spot welds are. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm not. But this might be the best way to preserve what's there so I can take measurements. Finally got this off. It's a good thing the other side, I don't think I'm gonna have to do that. It's not quite as bad condition. This is the piece that I'm gonna have to fabricate. It's just a straight, flat piece. But now I've got to get it off of this. It's gonna be more fun in the games. Jiminy Christmas. Because I like to save a little bit of money and use what scrap I've got. This is the piece. It's the only piece I could find, 16 gauge. It had 2 bends in it that I had to pound out each one of them. But I think it's gonna work just fine for what I need. All right, getting this thing pieced together. This is in the correct place. Long strip placed, but this I am going to have to take it outside and sandblast it. I think it's just too rusty to get a good weld on it. I've got some cleaning up here, cutting some crap off and sandblast it. But it's a windy day today, so I will try to get that done tomorrow. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, more of the patchwork saga. I've got these little bits replaced. I got all this sandblasted, this replaced, so that I'll have to weld to when I get that back on. So that would be pretty much next. So yeah, basically measure from up there to down there. In this case, it's about 20.5. Yep. So it's gonna be close enough for cutting. So how do I get this centered again? On the other side, use measuring tape from here on down. But then once you find it, put 1 bolt in there, and then you can start moving out. Historically, kind of a great achievement. This is the first mock-up after replacing about half the metal in this stupid thing. approximately like that. Just another reminder, it is 18 inches from this point to this point. Okay, I lied. The other side of the bed needs that same strip removed, so yeah, half a day's work to get that off. All right, so I have two of these stick pockets that are so bad I can't repair them. I'll have to make new ones. I tried to, well, I guess there's somebody else that makes them somewhere in the world. Nobody has any. Nobody knows when they're going to get them, so I will attempt to make my own. I was thinking I would have to make the rear side pockets, the long side pockets at the end of the bed, but Vintage Power Wagons supposedly found a couple for me. Hopefully get them next week. So, but I will attempt to make a couple of these. And I've got to do some patching there in the flat. This is my project. Harbor Freight. It's a sheet metal brake that supposedly will do up to 16 gauge, which is what I need. I'm hoping that this is going to work to make my bed pockets. That's about the only option that I have right now at this point. So here's my bed pocket, a pattern for a new one. I have to find myself some 16 gauge mild steel. All right, I just got this Harbor Freight Central Machinery 36-inch metal brake width stand. Got it set up and tried it out, a couple pieces, and it looks like it's going to do what I need to do. Yeah, it's Harbor Freight. It's not the best in the world, but it is cheap, and it should do exactly what I need to do. Try one piece there. It is rated for at least 16 gauge, and I did that piece. It didn't seem like it struggled at all with it. There's also a couple of other videos about making some improvements to this, which I'm going to look into. But basically, of course, what I need it for is to reproduce two of these stake pockets. This is going to be the pattern. I'm going to clean it up and I guess put it on cardboard. It's going to be the pattern. I've got a friend of mine that is going to plasma cut the pieces for me, so it'll be a lot more accurate, clean, and we'll get moving on that. But that may be another week or so before I get that done. So one more step closer. I received my stake pockets. Look premium, look great. I've got to do a lot of cleaning and a little detail repair on this, but yeah, it's almost ready to put on.